in a nutshell, what we do is that we accelerate investment into nature. The very clear purpose is that we want to regenerate, take degraded landscapes that have, for example, a reduced ability of capturing water, are not supporting biodiversity because they've lost it, and that have effectively lost biomass as well. Its water cycle has changed, and basically invest in it so that it can bounce back to support more life, more biodiversity, have healthy soils that can capture water, a small life water cycle, a small water cycle that is actually performing, and therefore allows it to be more resilient to all the pressures that almost every landscape in the planet is already experiencing and will continue to experience more and more. So the real connection points into properly back to that context as to how James and I think about the challenges is doing a lot of research and understanding where the pain points are. And so let me start on the pain point side of who are our customers. Our customers are financial institutions and corporations that want to deploy capital to nature because it's a good investment. Of course, at an individual level, many of those managers are fundamentally connected to nature. The thesis makes sense to them. The benefits that come out of having investments into nature to support biodiversity, to increase water capture are all there. But at the end of the day, their role is to generate returns. And so what we started to see is that they were already deploying capital to nature, but all of them kept saying, from pension funds to asset managers to banks, they were saying, well, it's just that we cannot find the scale. And that really baffled us because a lot of our planet is degraded. So I've mentioned it as the biggest TAM, total addressable market, that I've seen in my life. How come they think that there's no scale? And we realized that it was really a matter of speed. And the reason why before Cultivo, the process of investing in nature was very clunky, was the fact that it's an industry or a challenge that is very complex. It has a multi-set of variables that affect the conditions that allow you to measure a risk-adjusted return. And so that led us to the fact that we really needed to understand what was the condition, the biophysical condition of a plot of land, and then what are the financial implications, treating it really as an infrastructure asset where you really understand what investment, what activities are going to be required to do a proper land restoration project with all the safeguards and impacts that you're looking for, and then capture that, basically put it in a package with a red bow on it that said, hey, here's the investment. And so speed was the main pain point that investors were looking for. And so on the other side, who are our partners, are the landowners, the land stewards that are in front of those hectares or acres, where what they were questioning themselves is they were not questioning the fact that their land is degraded. A land steward really knows that their land is degraded. But what they don't know is how degraded it is. Can it bounce back? And how much money will it require? Because we always started from the premise that we wouldn't ask them again for opening their wallet and them being the ones that come with a capital to make it bounce back. So at that point, we realized that we could leverage technology. That is, even though we strive to remove biases, our bias is to throw technology at it to make it efficient and therefore achieve that speed and achieve all the different qualities that the market is looking for. So we've really taken the last 5 years to break those solve those pain points, break those barriers, and really demonstrate that speed can be achieved so that it's evident that the scale is present.